welcome to Platinum Pilates online videos. We're going to start with a basic mat video. This is I would consider a level 1 video. So we're going to go through some of the exercises that you would do in a typical mat class. And we're going to run for about 30 minutes. We're going to start with a warm-up and then go through the 100 single thigh stretch. We're going to work your hips and your core and extend your spine and finish with a side bend. So we're going to go ahead and start sitting right up on top of your sits bones. Imagine I've placed that crown on top of your head and you're gonna have your feet parallel, sits bones apart. Rest your hands on your shins. I'm gonna have you breathe in through your nose. Take a little head nod. Exhale, you're gonna round your spine forward. Stay here, focus your breath into your back. So deep breath in. Exhale it out. And again, breathe deep and wide. Exhale it out. One more time, breathe into your ribs. On your exhale, gently draw your navel in to stack your spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. Shoulders over hips and head right back up on top of your spine. Do that again. Take a breath in, and you're gonna take a head nod. Exhale, round forward. Relax your shoulders. Take a breath in. Exhale it out. One more time, breathe wide into the ribs. On your exhale, gently pull your navel in, rebuild your spine, one vertebrae at a time, shoulders over hips, and the head is right up on top of your spine. Okay, we're gonna end up laying on your back, so I'm gonna have you scoot. You're gonna lay down. Your feet are gonna stay parallel, sits bones apart, and you're gonna have that neutral spine. Rest your arms at your sides. We're going into hip opener. So we'll start on your right leg. You're gonna consciously open the hip, slide the leg out, rotate parallel, and pull it back in. So it's inhale and exhale. A couple more. One more time. On your left, keep your right hip anchored. You're going to inhale, open, slide, exhale, rotate, and drag. 3 more. And last 2. 1 more. And then we're going to go into hip rolls. So bring your heels a little closer towards your sits bones. Keep your legs and feet sits bones apart and let your arms rest down. You're going to take a breath in, then roll to an imprint, press into your feet, lift your hips up into your bridge. Again, checking you're not popping the ribs. Stay there, breathe in, then roll it down. Return to neutral spine, pause, breathe in. Exhale, imprint, squeeze the sits bones, press into your feet, lift your hips. Stay at the top, breathe in, then roll down slowly. Inhale at neutral. And again, squeeze the glutes. Yes, you're gonna work your hamstrings on the back of your thigh. Take a breath in. And then massage the spine, rolling through any tighter spaces, really feeling gravity open up your back. And then take a breath in, last one. Exhale, imprint. Breathe in, and then roll down slowly. Good. All right, bring your feet back to a normal, comfortable distance away from the body. Have your neutral spine. Take the arms straight up towards the ceiling, palms face in. Have your collarbones soft. We're gonna protract and go back to neutral. So inhale, reach up. Exhale, neutral. Just a quick check that your elbows aren't bent. So you wanna keep your arms straight. Fingertips are energized upward and back to neutral. We're gonna retract. Inhale, pull the shoulders down and together towards the spine. Exhale, neutral. Inhale, retract, exhale, neutral. One more time. We're gonna scissor the arms. So take a breath in, exhale, one arm by the hip, one arm by the cheekbone. Quick breath in. And checking that you're not popping the rib when the arm goes back. Feeling a little bit of stretch, keep your elbows as lengthened as you can. If you're super tight in your shoulders, you're gonna end up with a bent elbow, and so try and straighten it out, and it'll give your shoulder a little more stretch.
Last one. Good. We're gonna go into an ab prep, so we'll keep your spine neutral. I'll have you rest your arms down at your sides. We're gonna start with an inhale and a head nod. Then exhale, flex up, lift up the shoulders off the mat. Stay here, breathe in. Then return, back down. Inhale, head nod, feel the ribs draw down to lift you up. Breathe in and return. Couple more. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. One more time. Breathe in and return. Oblique prep, hands behind the head, and slide your shoulders down your back. Have your elbows in your peripheral vision. Keep your neutral spine. Take a breath in. You're going to exhale up and across. Inhale, lower back down. Exhale. Inhale, return. Think of rib to opposite hip. One more each way. Last one. Good. All right, we're gonna go into the 100. When you do the 100, you can do it with legs bent in tabletop or legs out straight in a lengthened leg. With the tabletop legs, it is definitely a great place to start. If you're new to Pilates, do the tabletop legs. It's not worth hurting your back now just to have the straight legs. You have to be able to support the imprint for a whole 100 beats. We're gonna pump the arms each breath. So you're gonna breathe in for 5 and out for 5, pumping your arms. Try to keep your elbows a little bit softened, and as you pump the arms, watch that your arms aren't like noodly. They're strong and focused. With that imprinted spine, float one leg, float the other leg. Seal the thighs together, point the toes. We'll have your hands with your arms set up, your elbows are bent. I'm going to show this with tabletop legs, and I'll show the end of it with long legs. So you're going to take a head nod, exhale, flex up, and when you're here, your eyes are on your thighs. So I'm going to have you breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. In, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And bring your knees in, let your head drop down and hug your knees into your chest. Yes, the 100 is a challenging exercise. It's a great way to get stronger. If you felt like you couldn't get through it, it's okay. You can try again next time. We're gonna move on though to your single thigh stretch. Keep your imprint, have your legs in tabletop, and point your toes. These next exercises can all be done with your head down, and that's not a problem. With your head up, you're gonna take a head nod, exhale, flex up, have your eyes on your thighs. We're going into single thigh stretch. Take a breath in, exhale, stretch out, inside of the knee, outside of the calf there. Quick breath in, and the leg that reaches away is a long stretched leg. Toes are pointed, navel into your spine, and you're keeping your eyes on your thighs. Every time you exhale, use that as an opportunity to get deeper into your center. Your shoulders are down. And one more set. Bring it in. Rest your head, keep your legs there. We're going into double leg stretch. I'm gonna go through one double leg stretch and give you a couple cues. So you're gonna take a head nod, exhale, flex up. For double leg stretch, you're gonna stretch your legs and arms, circle the arms and bring your knees back in. Rest your head down. That can also be done with your head down. When you're up there and you're stretching the arms, you wanna watch that your arms aren't back here. If your arms are back here, it's gonna potentially disconnect your core and hurt your neck. So we're gonna go into the double leg stretch. Keep your arms by your ears, almost like you're taking a hat off your head. So take a head nod, exhale, flex up, take a breath in, exhale, take the hat off your head, circle around, draw the knees in. And it's circle. Keep the navel into your spine and circle. Thighs are glued, toes are pointed, and Keep your center connected. Circle. 2 more. 1 more here. Circle. Rest. Hug your knees into your chest. We're not done yet. Hands behind the head, elbows in peripheral vision. We're going into crisscross. You're going to take a head nod, exhale, flex up. And you're going to stretch up and over for obliques. Quick breath in. Go slowly. Every time you take this too quickly, you're more likely to just roll on your back as opposed to getting deep into the oblique. Keep the navel in towards your spine and really reach your legs away. Keep the imprint. And try not to pull on your head. You don't want to strain your neck. Last one. Bring it in. Okay, we're going into scissors. Again, scissors can be done with your head down. Scissors, the breath is there's a double breath in there. So I'm going to do it and then I'll come down and we'll do it again. So I'll have you take a head nod. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, lengthen your legs up and point your toes. So the breath is, so it's a pulse, pulse. So I'll have you go ahead and rest down a second. I want you just to think about that. When your legs are apart, I want you to stretch your hamstring, stretch the front of your thigh too. So think of this as stretch as you get your core work in. Take your head nod, exhale, lift up. Inhale, lengthen the legs up, and then pulse it. Keep the navel in. And think of it as pull, pull, reach, reach. Shoulders down. Again, you can always take your head down, but keep working. 2 more. 1 more. Bring your knees in and rest. Take 1 foot down and then the other. Stretch your legs out, stretch your arms out, and stretch from fingertip to toe. All right, we're going into a roll-up prep. Have your thighs together, flex your feet. And then we're gonna take your arms up here. And again, find that neutral shoulder posture. You're gonna bring your arms back so your arms are by your cheekbones. From there, we're gonna go into a roll-up prep. Inhale, move the arms. Take a head nod. You're gonna partially roll up. Stay here. You're gonna inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, return. So it's inhale, head nod, exhale, inhale, raise, and return. A couple more. Head nod. Remember this exercise when we go into the full roll-up. If you can't do a full roll-up, you'll just go back to this. So inhale, head nod, inhale, raise, exhale, return. All right, for the full roll-up, keep your thighs together and keep your feet flexed. You're gonna inhale, move the arms. Take a head nod, roll, pull the navel in towards the spine, round forward, stretch to your toes. You're gonna keep the curve in your back. Inhale and round back, then exhale. Return. We're gonna do a few more. Inhale, arms, head nod, exhale. Pull the belly button into your spine. So don't make this a shoulder stretch. You're reaching because your navel is in. Inhale, keep your thighs glued. Exhale, and roll slowly down away from your thighs. Excellent. Let's do a few more. Inhale. And again, navel draws in. So it's not a shoulder reach, it's abdominals. It's also going to stretch out those hamstrings really nicely. Inhale. And you're going to slowly scoop, tucking in, rolling vertebrae by vertebrae, returning to the mat. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, head nod. Then inhale, round back, and exhale. If you end up kind of inching along your mat, you're doing it right. And inhale, arms, head nod. Keep that belly button pulled in as you round forward. Top of the head towards your toes. And then round back. Inhale and exhale, rolling down. Now, if you struggled to roll up,
I hope you just did the preps. Don't worry about it, it will come. When you get stronger here and more flexible, that's when your roll up gets better. All right, we're gonna go into an exercise called rolling like a ball. This one's a lot of fun. Your kids would love it. You're gonna go ahead and have your toes on the mat. That is the down level version. So touching your feet down. I'm gonna have you sit off your sits bones. I talked about neutral and sitting up tall a lot, but you're gonna scoop in and create a ball rounded shape here. You're gonna inhale to roll back and nod on your neck. Exhale to return and have your toes down. So I'll have you inhale, scoop, roll it back. Exhale and touch those toes down. Keep the scoop. So inhale, round back. Exhale to return. If you're struggling, if you roll back and you get stuck, it's probably just a tightness in your back. It will come. If you press here into your shins, it will work out a little better. So you're going to inhale, roll, exhale, and touch down. Let's do a couple more. Deep low belly. Exhale to touch down. One more time. Inhale, scoop. Exhale, return. We're going to change it up to stretch. You're going to have the soles of the feet together. Hold on to your ankles to open up those hip flexors and stretch forward. Just do the best that you can do. It doesn't matter how tight the hips are. Opening them up is always a good idea. We're going to move on now into a spine twist. So cross your legs and then check your rib cages over your pelvis. Imagine you have that crown on top of your head. You're lengthened through the spine. Your shoulders are going to drop back and down. I'll have you extend the arms out to either side. From there, we're going to spine twist 3 times each way. So start with a breath in. On your exhale, you're going to rotate and find center. Really think of spiraling your spine upwards and dropping the shoulders. Inhale. Find center. One more each way. Last one to your left. And back down. We're going to go into some extension of the spine next, so grab your little rolled up towel and we're going to place it under your forehead and go into some breaststroke preps 1 and 2. So we're going to start with breaststroke prep number 1. You have a towel under your head to help support you and so you can breathe. You're going to have your legs sits bones apart, have your elbows bent like a letter W, and your arms are going to rest. You don't need to press into your arms for the preps. Start with an inhale. You're going to draw your shoulder blades down your back. Draw your navel in towards your spine. Exhale. Imagine that you're a turtle coming out of your shell. You're going to lengthen your spine long. Stay here. Breathe in. Then return. So it's inhale. Draw the shoulders down your back. Navel in. Feel the abdominals help lift your body up off the mat. At the top, breathe in. Then return. Again, inhale, melt the shoulders. Reach out through the top of your head. Breathe in. And return. So that was your first prep. Take your arms alongside your body for breaststroke prep number 2. Start with your navel in towards your spine. Keep your legs down. You're going to inhale, reach your fingers towards your toes, have your palms face your hips. Exhale, you're going to lift your torso, floating your upper body. Breathe in, then return. Rest your arms each time. Inhale, arms float. Exhale, reach the fingers towards the toes, reach the top of the head in the opposite direction. Breathe in and return. Again, inhale, arms float, navel in. Exhale, lengthen your spine. Breathe in and return. We're going to go ahead and move the head pad out of the way. Start with your elbows bent. Float your head in line with your spine. We're going into your full breaststroke. Legs turned out, toes pointed. Squeeze your glutes. So I'll have you start with an inhale, shoulders down. Exhale, float your arms straight ahead. Then lift up, lengthen, pull those arms around, fold the arms, exhale. Inhale, you're lifting up. So feel the abdominals help your back. Exhale, swim, lift, lengthen. 3 more. And lengthen. Squeeze those glutes. Inhale it around, last time. And swim. You're gonna press back, sit back on the heels, and round your spine.
All right, we're gonna lay on your side. We're gonna work your hips. So I want you to try and find stacked hips. It just means your hip's not rolling forward, it's not rolling back, one on top of the other. Have your shoulders stacked, so bring that shoulder back and have your hand rest on the mat. You can also use your knuckles if that's gonna keep your shoulder back. Here, you wanna have long legs. Engage your bottom ribs so it's not completely resting. That keeps your spine neutral. And from there, we're going to start with your sideline leg series number 1. You're going to inhale, point the toe, raise the leg, exhale, flex, and reach long. We're going to do 8. So 7 more. You're going to inhale, raise, exhale, reach. Keep that going. And 4. 1 more. Point your leg at hip height, check your bottom rib is engaged, and circle for 10. You're going to circle 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Reverse it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hold your leg there, check your bottom rib. It hasn't collapsed, and bring your bottom leg up. Lower both legs, so it's inhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale. Think about the inner thighs. I want you to think about bringing your inner thighs together. So watch you're not pigeon toeing. It's inhale, exhale, exhale. Top, bottom, together. Bottom rib stays engaged. Try and relax your neck and shoulders. Inhale, exhale, exhale. 2 more. 1 more. Both legs, and return. Exhale, inhale. Try and keep the hips the same. Inner thighs are glued. Relax the neck and shoulders, bottom rib. 3 more. Last 2, and 1 more. Then take your top leg, bend it forward, stretch it out. Other side.
All right, so you're gonna flip around. Have you lay on your side once again. Rest your head on your arm, have your palm up on your bottom arm. Engage your bottom rib and have your hips stacked and have your shoulders stacked, hand in front. Again, you can do knuckle if your wrist needs a break. From there, you're going to inhale, point your toe, raise your leg. Exhale, reach and lengthen. Inhale. That's 5. 3 more. Keep that bottom rib engaged. Last 2. 1 more. Point your toe at hip height, and you're going to do 10 circles from the hip. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hold that there. Bring your bottom leg up and back down. So it's inhale, exhale, exhale. And again, thinking of inner thighs. Bottom rib engaged. Couple more. Good, we're gonna do both legs now. Exhale, reach the legs. Don't worry so much about lifting, more about reaching and lengthening. This is gonna get both inner thigh and hip. Checking that bottom rib isn't resting. Watching your hips aren't rolling around. Few more. Last 2. And 1 more. Bend your top leg forward, stretch out the hip. All right, we're gonna come up from there and we're going into a side bend prep. So you're gonna sit on your hip and make sure that you have room for your knee on the mat to roll. So have some room for that knee to stay on the mat, especially if you got a hard floor underneath it. Have your heel into the crook of your ankle, have your foot and your hand lined up. Then before you do anything else, engage your shoulder. So you want to not sit into the shoulder. You want to lift the rib and engage that shoulder. Open the hip and have your palm up. You're going to roll onto your knee, lift your hips, and arc the body. So this is lateral flexion of the spine. We need to move our bodies in all ways. You're going to inhale, roll on your knee, lift your hip and take your arm overhead. Exhale and return. Get your strength from your lat here. Inhale, side bend. Exhale, return. Do one more. Inhale, lifting up, arm overhead. Exhale, return. Then we're going to change sides. So you're just going to take your legs to the other side. Have room for your knee, heel into the crook of the ankle, hand aligned with your foot, and your palm up, shoulder in. You're going to inhale, roll, arm overhead. That's your inhale. Exhale, return. Think of lifting with the rib. Up and over. Exhale. Couple more. Inhale. One more time. Okay, we're going to finish with a quick stretch. I'm going to have you go ahead and lay with your legs in a tabletop position, a letter L. You're going to lay completely on your side. Have your elbow bent like a pillow. Then have your hand out on the ground. You're going to inhale, take that hand up to the ceiling, support your head with your bottom hand. Keep your shoulder neutral. Exhale, rotate backwards. Stay here, breathe in. Exhale, shoulder away from the ear. One more. Inhale to the ceiling. Keep that shoulder in its pocket. So move from your torso so your shoulder stays in place, and then breathe into the ribs. Exhale, return. Same thing, other side. So we're going to go ahead and stretch out the other side. Have your legs once again at a 90-degree angle of the knee and the hip. Rest your head. You're going to inhale, take that arm up to the ceiling. Exhale, rotate backwards. Breathe in. Exhale, return. Again, shoulder away from the ear. Inhale to the ceiling. Exhale, rotate. Breathe in. Exhale and return. Excellent. That concludes the basic mat for today. I hope you feel stronger and taller and you feel good. Have a great day.